Hi everybody, how are you doing? Life is good, is it? Isn't it? Let me know how you're doing, people. Let me know in the comment section. Let's chat down below. So I'm back with another video. As I told you, this year 2020 is the year we're going to roll out videos like crazy, one after the other. So today I will just do a kind of story time with you guys because I got myself into trouble. I almost died. I had a bad accident today, and I've just decided to let you know so that you be safe wherever you are, appreciate your life, and just thank God for every single day or every single minute that you have to live and exist. So I was driving alone. It's like a 300-kilometer distance. So I was just bored and I decided to go on a road trip, right? And you know those days when you don't have either class or work, why not a road trip? I'm a fan of road trips. I decided to go to Vancouver, and Vancouver is a bigger city. I live in a very smaller city, and the distance is like 300 kilometers apart, so it's far. It's a 4-hour drive or 3.5, depending on how fast you drive. Remember, it's winter right now and it's snowing. The last few days, the weather has been amazing. We've had 7 degrees, 8 degrees, 6 degrees, -2 the least. So it has been good, and we've been having sunshine, the ice is melting, so it's been good. So I actually knew that the highway is good, right? And I also checked the weather and also people who are traveling currently on that highway, and people are like, it's okay, you can drive on that highway. So I just drove nicely, got there early, enjoyed myself. So I had a class, so that means I had to leave Vancouver by 7 o'clock in the morning or 8-ish, just to get here, have time for myself, relax a little bit before I go to class. But passed by Hope, it was so good. Passed by Kakahala, it was okay. So just after I passed Kakahala, there's some corner-ish place that had these warnings that there could be black ice. My Kenyan me, who never even heard of black ice, in my head I was like, what is that? What is black ice? I have never ever heard anybody say that word, black ice. Whatever black ice is, right? So the speed limit there is 120 kilometers per hour. So I was ranging between 100 and 120, and that road is so good to drive. So I get just past Kakahala, and there's this person who is driving super slowly ahead of me, and so of course the first thing that comes into my mind is to overtake. So I indicate, I follow road rules, my friend. I do. I'm a good motorist. Immediately I turn the steering wheel as a person who of course wants to overtake. Then that is when things happen that I don't understand at all. So I turned the wheel, and then the car started wavering on the road. It was so bad, and then I've never driven on ice, and the road looked like it was no ice, it was clean with some wet areas, that's it. So I didn't know about this black ice at all. So this car started wavering on the road, and I'm like, what's happening? There's not even any ice here, what is happening, right? So it wavered for a bit, and I tried gaining control of the car, but I couldn't. So I stepped on the brake. So as I'm gaining control using the steering wheel, I'm stepping on the brake. Oh my God, I have never ever stepped on a brake and nothing happened like today. Literally, I was stepping on the brake and it's like I'm speeding. It felt like I'm stepping on the accelerator. That is how it felt like. And I'm like, come on. Are my brakes not working? What happened? What could have happened to my brake? So the car is still wavering on the road, and I'm struggling to gain control of it so that I can go straight and I'm trying to step on the brake and it feels like I'm stepping on the accelerator. Oh my God. You know what happened before I knew it? I gave up on the brakes because I remembered quickly somebody told me that when you're driving on snow, never ever, and especially when you're sliding, never ever step on the brake. Just trying to control the car using the steering wheel, which was not happening. Have you ever gotten to a point where you have tried everything and nothing is working, and so you surrender? I surrender to God. And you know what? I told God that, you know what, God, at this point, let your will be done. I can't do it. Let your will be done. I surrendered to God completely. So as I struggle, you surrender, but you're trying also to save your life. So I'm still holding the steering wheel, but I have surrendered because now the car is controlling me instead of me controlling the car. So I just hold on to the steering wheel. The car turned around, it wavered, and it turned around and faced the opposite direction, like where I was coming from. You can imagine that, right? It faced the other direction, but I didn't even see it because at this point you have surrendered, you're dead, literally. So I might be smiling, but at that time I was crying because I'm just thinking of what happened. I was like, how did that happen? Back to the story, I faced the other direction, or the direction I was coming from. And so it's still wavering though. So I face and it's like sliding and waving on the road. I face back and it again turns and faces the right direction I was going. Can you believe that? It's like we were dancing on the road. I felt like I was flying. I don't get it because I could not feel the car. I've never seen any cars that fly. Probably this was the very first one that ever flew. But that is the feeling I was having. Before I know it, I was on the side of the road. I was actually in a ditch, stuck in snow. Did that just happen? And so I'm still confused. I don't even know whether I'm hurt. I don't know what has happened. Wait, what? So I was in shock for a minute, and then I'm alone in the car, remember? And I'm just still figuring out what happened, and I can't get my mind around it. This is where I wished I had a boyfriend. I mean, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to say that boyfriends are just meant to do that, but I'm just saying, oh my God, I wish I had a boyfriend because he would be the first person I would have called, honestly. Because at this point, remember, you're shocked, you're in shock, you're nervous. I was literally shaking and I don't know who to call. My family is not here. Calling the insurance people, they're taking long. They're telling me that the call can wait up to 10 minutes. I don't have 10 minutes because remember, I think I created a way into the ditch. So it is easy because the road is slippery, and so it is easy for other motor to also follow me into the ditch. So then I call the insurance people and they tell me that I might be kept waiting for 10 minutes. I don't have 10 minutes at this point. There were some kind of motorists who just stopped by to check if I was okay in the ditch. They helped me get out because the door was so heavy. The car was I'll show you a picture of that. Ever called 911. This was my very first time. So then one motorist just advises me to call 911. Then I cancel that insurance call. Goes through just right on, which is so good. So they were so worried. They were asking if I'm okay, if I'm hurt even slightly, or there's any passenger or any other person who is involved with hurt. Yeah, and I gave them all the information, and then they figured that I was okay, and so they transferred my call to the police. So then I talked to the police, and they were asking the same questions: if I'm okay, if my car is blocking traffic, stuff like that. And again, my car was not blocking traffic, and so what happens is that they gave me a number to call, a towing company number, because then they didn't need to come. But the major reason why I'm making this video is not just to tell you that, oh, I had an accident or whatever. Of course that is important, but I'm here to tell you about how God was so faithful and kind. Like literally, I saw the hand of God. It was God. Do you know the way a mother or a parent carries a baby gently as if they are so fragile? That is what I felt. I don't know how I got from the overtaking lane to outside of the road where I was safe. Because if the car had stopped in the middle of the road, then I would have been hit by other motorists, because people drive here like 120 kilometers an hour, right? So I just felt like God carried me and put me on the side gently. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't understand how I got out of that with no scratch, not even one scratch. Like clean. I'm telling you, I had that accident today. People, life is short. Life is very short. Live life. And as you live life, always remember to thank God for every single minute that you live. Because you never know. You actually never know. I was so close. I was really so close. I will leave a few videos for you to see. I was not able to capture the actual accident because of course you never know when it happens. But after that, I just took a few videos of how it was being told, and then I thank God, I bless His name for helping me through that.